thank you for joining me for this short, gentle yoga flow. If you'd like to bring any props, I always can recommend blocks, straps, or pillows and blankets for our practice. And I'll cue different options throughout the practice if you'd like to bring them in. Let's go ahead, coming into a comfortable seated position, pulling the spine towards the ceiling. Legs can be crisscross applesauce or maybe out in front with the knees bent. And spine pulls up straight towards the ceiling. Hands can rest comfortably on the legs as we let the shoulders relax down the spine. Maybe we allow the eyes to close or the gaze to soften as we start to take a deep breath in through the nose, filling our lungs to capacity, and then slowly exhale through the mouth, releasing, maybe extending the breath twice as long as the inhale. And we'll continue this deep breathing practice for a few cycles of breath, as first we bring our awareness to the air outside of our body, maybe noticing it touching our skin, our face. Maybe we notice a smell. Then bring your awareness to the parts of your body that are touching the floor. And notice the feeling of the floor pressing against your tissue. With our next inhale, we'll bring that awareness inside of our body, listening to our internal flow, noticing any sensations, any tingling, maybe any tension, any tweaks or twinges, noticing any emotions that are floating around in our body, bringing an awareness to it and then setting it aside for later as we return to our focus on the breath. Inhaling deeply. Exhale fully. Wonderful. Last breath here. And then as you're ready, allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. And allow the eyes to flutter open as we start to introduce some movement into our practice. We'll come up standing, coming into a mountain pose at the front of our mat. Coming to stand with our feet a comfortable hip distance apart. Maybe that's toes together, maybe that's hip distance, maybe a little bit wider. But coming to find the stance that feels good in our hips. We make sure our knees are bent and not locked out, and then we check our hips to find a neutral position, allowing those shoulders again to soften down the spine and hands rest by the side as the top of the head pulls towards the ceiling. Let's inhale, lifting our hands up and overhead, reaching towards the sky. And then as we exhale, hinge from your hips, bringing your hands down to your thighs, your shins, maybe to the floor, or if you brought blocks, you can always bring blocks in here and have the ground come up to you. As you exhale, allow your torso to fold over your thighs. Beautiful. Let's inhale, lifting up halfway. Gaze stays down, creating a straight spine from the top of the head through the hips. Exhale, forward, fold, release. Let's bend our knees super deep as we start to take a slow roll all the way up to standing. Inhaling, arms reach up. And then exhale, hands meet as we bring them down through heart center. Exhale, releasing hands down by the sides. Wonderful. From here, let's bend the knees deeply and we'll come to a seated position, stretching our legs out long in front of us, but keeping a slight bend in the knees at first. And then maybe moving the fleshy parts from under the hips. Maybe you want to bring a blanket or a pillow or even a block under the hips. And that can give you more of a pelvic tilt forward that can feel really good. As you notice your legs start to warm up, you can start to push through the heels, working the legs towards straight, but always welcome to keep as much of a bend in the knees as feels good today. Let's take our right knee, hugging it in towards our chest. From here, we'll take our left arm, our opposite arm, and we'll circle it around, hugging our right knee. We'll take our right arm behind us, opening into a twist. Inhale, the spine reaches up. Exhale, hand reaches towards the wall behind us. Let's inhale, both hands reach up, and then we'll twist open, bringing our right hand inside of our leg down towards the floor, opening the left arm towards the side. Wonderful. Let's inhale, arms reach overhead. And then as we exhale, let's straighten both legs and forward fold, bringing our torso towards our legs, resting our hands maybe on the floor, maybe grabbing toes or feet if that's available. You can always bring a strap and wrap the strap around the bottom of your feet, helping bring your feet to you. And we'll hold here for a breath. Exhale, softening in. Inhale, let's release the strap or our hands from our legs and roll up to a seated position. This time we'll bring our left leg, hugging it in towards our chest. Inhale, spine reaches straight, arms reach overhead. We'll take our opposite arm, our right arm, hugging our leg as we open our left arm back behind us. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, hand reaches back. Beautiful. Let's inhale, arms reach up. And then we'll bring our left hand inside of the knee towards the floor, opening the right hand behind us. Feeling this twist open. Inhale, arms reach up. Straighten both legs. Exhale, forward fold. Hold. Exhale, release a little softer. And then inhale, slow roll all the way to a straight spine. Now, let's take our right leg, bringing it across our left leg, and then letting the knee fall out to the side, keeping the ankle over the top of the knee, so the kneecap is under it, and the ankle is directly above the knee, foot flexed. Then we'll bring our hands behind us on the mat. Fingers can point towards you or away, whichever feels more comfortable in your body. And then maybe you want to bring this bottom foot and set it flat on the floor, bending the knee. This will start to bring your top foot closer to your chest, keeping your spine straight. And to go a little deeper, you can walk your foot back towards your hips, really feeling this in the inner thigh. Wonderful. Let's extend the left leg long, and then we'll take the right foot long. Maybe shake it out a little bit. Notice if you notice any difference between the two legs. And then we'll cross the left leg over, putting the ankle directly above the knee and flexing through the foot. Maybe staying here, or maybe placing the flat part of the right foot on the floor, bending the right knee, bringing the left leg close to the chest. Inhale, straighten through the spine. Finding the glute stretch that feels so good here. And then exhale, legs long. And then shake them all out. Wonderful. Let's come up off the wrists and give those a great shake out. From here, let's come back, sitting on our mat. We'll bring our toes together and our knees wide, cinching the heels in close to the hips, working the spine towards straight and letting gravity allow the knees to fall towards the side. If at any point you need a little more support, you can bring a block, a blanket, or a pillow under the knees, helping to support and not to tweak or twinge our inner hips here. We'll stay here for a few breaths, working the spine long. Wonderful. Now, if you'd like, maybe bringing your hands in front of your feet, inhaling, your gaze and chest pulls towards the wall in front of you. And then exhale, begin to forward fold over your feet. Wonderful. Let's inhale, walk our hands back towards our hips if you forward folded. Taking your hands on the outside of your thighs, begin to pull them in towards center, and we'll roll down onto our backs, coming into a ball position, curling our nose to knee, maybe giving a rock side to side, little massage on the back. And then as you exhale, let's extend the legs long, extend arms overhead. We'll take a full body stretch here, taking up as much room as you possibly can. And either coming down into a resting pose, letting your hands fall by your sides, your feet fall out to the side, allowing your eyes to close, and taking a few moments here to go inward, or maybe choosing to use this as the beginning of your own exploration of self-movement and moving on into another yoga flow. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Whether you choose to continue with a resting pose and meditation, or choose to go on into another exercise routine or on with your day, I thank you for allowing me to start your practice in your day or be a part of your day as I led you through a few poses to stretch, twist, and relax the body. I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.